Leonard! Get your shoes! No! I'm sorry. He and I are in the middle of something. Oh, because he lied to me. He bought one of those tapes off one of those TV ads. The ones where the college girls, they show they knock us for $19. Well, I didn't know he had it. He would just disappear into the TV room for hours. So one day I storm in there and I say, $19 for knockers? $19 for knockers? So you know what I did? I lifted up my blouse and I let them out. I said, look, you can have these knockers for free. He politely said, no, thank you. And he ordered volume 2. So listen, I'm gonna tell you a story, but you gotta promise not to get mad, okay? Julia, my daughter, got married. On April 11th, 2011, Dr. Michael Asala from Psychology Today explains that parents of queer children often face self-blame, worry, and the fear that their child will never have kids of their own. Unfortunately, this stigma of a family line ending with a queer son or daughter is all too common. The monumental 2015 Supreme Court ruling gave queer individuals, like myself, the right to marry. However, it didn't give us the simple freedoms to be accepted. Comedian Billy Crystal explores this idea through Sheila, a Long Island housewife whose daughter recently opens up about her sexuality. And Sheila soon realizes that it may not be the people on the outside world that don't accept her daughter, but rather those individuals in her own home. In 700 Sundays by Billy Crystal. So she comes down here about 3 years ago and she says, Ma, sit down. So I do, and she says, Ma, I'm gay. And I say, really? Are you sure? And she says, yeah, and I thought it might be like a phase or something, like the Macarena. It'll come and it'll go and nobody will care. But, she looks at me and she says, no, Ma, I think I've always been this way. And what are you gonna do? It's your daughter, so I say, okay. I thought I handled the news great, but Leonard over there, he did not take it so well. He just starts yelling and he says, Sheila, how could she do this to me? I mean, Sheila, how could she do this to us? And I wanted to say, Leonard, she didn't do a damn thing to you. But he just keeps on yelling and he says, Sheila, you don't understand. When Julie was a little girl, I would tell her that at a wedding we were gonna dance to sunrise, sunset. And now that's just not gonna happen. I wanted to say, Leonard, you're wrong. You sound crazy. But I'd be lying if I said on the inside I didn't kind of feel the same way. Because let's be honest, Julie is our only daughter and we are the only barren grandparents in our entire cul-de-sac. But I accept it. So Julie calls about a month ago and she says, Ma, I'm getting married. And I say, married? Oh, and she says, Olivia. And I say, Olivia. I thought she was your housekeeper. Well, because every time I called, this woman named Olivia would answer, and I assumed if a woman's there and she's answering the phone for you, she must be cleaning. It's silly. I know. But at the time, it made perfect sense. But she says, no, Ma, Olivia's my partner. Well, that's what they call them now, dear. They call them partners. So I say, give my love to Olivia, and we hang up. And then I have to tell Leonard over there, and he just does not take the news well. And he says, Sheila, I'm not going. No, Sheila, I'm really not going. And I say, you're going. So I load him in the car with half a quart of vodka, and we were on our way. And so we get to San Francisco, and let me tell you something. It is beautiful there. But can I be, honest for a second? There are a lot of gay people there. I mean, they're like Starbucks. They're on every single corner. But we go to the ceremony, and my daughter looks so beautiful in her dress. And they say these vows that are so heartfelt and honest. And then they end the ceremony with this kiss. I mean, like this real boy and girl kiss. And they look so happy. So we get to the reception afterwards, and let me tell you something. You may not agree with their lifestyle, but these lesbians can cook. I mean, best food I've ever had. And then we hear this announcement on the loudspeakers, and it says, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the dance floor Julie and Olivia." And here comes my daughter, and get this. They're dancing to Sunrise, Sunset. I was floored. I mean, here my daughter is dancing with her husband to this song, and she looks so happy, and so she's dancing and her friends are dancing, so I start dancing too, and I look over at Leonard, and he's not dancing. He actually he just gets up without saying anything, and he starts walking over to Julie. And he gets right behind her. And she didn't see him coming. He just taps her on the shoulder, and she turns around to see those eyes just staring back at her. Down on one knee, and he says, "Julie, may I have this dance?" Oh, the sight of Lena dancing with all those lesbians. If there were a tape for $19, I would have bought it. I mean, to see my family so together again, after so many years of strife and hatred. We were so happy. I mean, we were on cloud 12. Oh, well, you can see 9 from there, dear. I'm forgetting the most important part of the story. Get this. They called yesterday. They're adopting a daughter. It's this little baby girl from Cambodia, and she's just... No, darling, she's not a lesbian. She's 8 days old. You have to give her time. It's this little baby girl from Cambodia, and she is just the most precious thing. And through this entire experience, I've realized that maybe it is not what you wanted. You know, maybe it's not what you planned for in all the scrapbooks. That's exactly what I wanted. You know, see my daughter so happy with someone and fulfilled. Now that is exactly what it means to be a parent. So get this, we're having a dinner tonight to celebrate the baby, and I want all of yous to come, okay? Great. Leonard!